I'll be honest. You can look at this draft and you take nameplates off. Yeah, you can be excited. On is one of those players, specifically on Blitzcrank, that worries me. They're going to see him on this ward. I think this ward expires before On makes it. I want to see what the observers. Can observers show me the ward? Show me the ward.
Yeah, no, it'll be there.
They'll see him, so they'll
He's
know
actually
it, and they'll have to
Kanavi
call
right
off
here.
this play.
Yeah, I don't know if the wave is big enough at this point. Another one is crashing in. It's now going to be a 4v2 with teleports available on Knight if he wants to go in. Looks like they're still going to try to send it here. The Grand Entrance is flashed away from. That means that they can target the Blitzcrank right now. Blade Caller is big, and Jackie Love will claim first blood. So far, dive perfectly executed. Can they go for round 2? It looks like the answer will be no right now as Bin pops Counter-Strike, and the rocket grab stolen away from Kanavi is unable to find its mark. But Crisp looking to continue to go forward. Grand Entrance in, and Bin has to flash.
More waves being denied, but look at what's happening on the opposite side. All 4 of these members from TES splitting a single turret play, and Elk is just getting gold on the top side. So we need to see TES, how much more are they going to be able to index for this? They want to go for the redive, no flash on Bin.
Yeah, the cannon wave makes it a little bit easier to go in right now. Counter-Strike not available. Kanavi picks up the kill. It's now 2-0 to Top Esports, and they could look here for On as well.
No way.
They get all 3 feats of warfare here. It would be big. On already half HP. One more auto potentially from Jackie Love will claim the 3rd straight kill in the bottom lane for Top Esports. A much better start than game 1.
Bin will not have enough time to be able to move, so I wonder if TES can move them off. This is going to be a huge win for them.
Yeah, you can even send Cream down towards the Dragon Pit instead of actually going towards the Grubs. It's 369, maybe in a little bit of trouble as he went in a bit preemptively. The Bramble Smash doing the damage but not the knockup. As Wade looking for just a little bit more. One more combo would certainly take him down. The flash forward with the Bramble Smash at 369 will follow, but there comes Knight with the Fate Seal to final answer back for BLG.
That is a huge win for BLG, who, while losing the Grubs, are able to still grab themselves the Drake. TES now, they're still in a pretty fine spot. You think about the summoner spells we're able to grab from that. Really big focus on trying to get as much early gold so that they can kind of get from underneath onto BLG.
Yeah, Bin doesn't have Counter-Strike. This could be a little bit dangerous here for the Jax. Knock up into the wall is going to do a little bit work for him, but the extra resistances from the Grandmaster's Might means that he will be able to survive, but it does mean the first tower will go towards Top Esports. That's a big chunk of gold being split among Jackie Love and 369.
And they also now have the feats of strength, so upgraded boots as soon as they hit their recalls here.
They can pick up all 3. That will be 6 Grubs secured for them. A big spike in terms of the siege potential on a composition that wants to do well here in the early game. And BLG want to make sure that does not happen. A teleport comes in. It's going to be Bin joining the fight in just a little bit. Flash hook does connect onto Crisp. The quickness comes out, but he will not be able to survive. It's a trade so far, 1-for-1 as Wei will fall. Bin pops the Counter-Strike and a stun up 2. Here comes Knight looking for a big ultimate, and in comes Elk. He picks up 1, but now he's potentially isolated here as he is basically in melee range of Cream. He is able to finally lengthen the gap. Cream dashes away with the abscond. Now flashes forward and abducts Knight and shuts him down. Jackula picked up the kill, and 369 jumps in. Top Esports winning this fight around the Grubs. They knock Elk back. They'll take him down as well. A big shutdown goes into the Jace's hands, and the gold lead extends to 3K for Top. Knight that really helped turn it from a decent fight for Top Esports into a great one for them, as they have extended the lead, as we mentioned, to over 3,000. That 6 Grub actually still has not been taken, as BLG should just go and try to secure that one to make sure the 6 Grubs don't go in favor of Top, as they still have control over this.
They want the dive, though. They want to get this turret, right? Like, there's still plates that are still up. Wei is eventually going to do this, but it seems like they really wanted to just shadow him and make sure that he gets this gold.
They're going to pick that one up and now make their way back towards the Grub. It should be relatively easy to secure and make sure that other they don't get the full buff. They just get 5 out of the 6 here.
Viego to have to snowball for his team, and you look at some of his lanes already ahead on the Silas. Kanavi got to be able to get out, but I think a turn.
Dream though, he dashes over the wall, steals away the Blitzcrank ultimate, should be able to use it rather shortly, and that is the first kill in a reset picked up for Kanavi. Gathers enough time for Chris to join in onto the fight, and it's a double kill now for the Viego. Now Wei is the next target, as Kanavi will be able to flash dash over the wall, but now he's been isolated in a 1v2, will be able to be taken down by Knight as he goes a little bit too far forward, gets a little too hypey there on the Viego.
Team ends up grabbing them the 2 kills onto the bottom lane of BLG, so grabbing summoner spells is great, but now we're coming into this fight. There's no flash on Wei.
How many items we have to get to, and like what is the goal discrepancy going to have to be in order for their composition to really start to come online?
Yeah, BLG, if they can hit 3 items, I think it's playable. We're getting teleports. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, Bin already at half HP and has burned the ultimate, does not have that counter-strike for a little bit. Cream coming in with a teleport first, already using the Grandmaster's Might that he stole away to force Elk to pop that Killer Instinct. Now Kanavi joining the fray as well, looking for potentially a stun, but instead just pressuring BLG away, as they know that it could open up into a 5v5 underneath the tower if they are not careful. So now the point turns towards the siege. They should be able to pick up this tier 1 and retreat it back to the Rift Herald to secure another major objective for themselves.
Really great. You can get 3 items on Yone, 3 items on Jax. I think Kaisa, with how much flexibility, did go for, typically we're seeing the lethal tempo for Kaisa, but once you hit those 2 items, we've really been seeing a large amount of just going into AP.
Well, they're going to try to get something here with this Dragon. It would put them actually an advantage in the Drake department at the very least. So potentially playing for Hextech Soul is in the cards for them if they're able to stall this game. This one.
Blitzcrank is such a wild card here as TES. They want to try to get this mid-tier 1. Hopefully they can continue their push of vision. They've been very, very good so far in this game of making sure that they make complete fog of war possible for BLG. They take away all of their vision and then move into side as we get a Nature's twisting advance here. Uh-oh.
Okay, that's going to be followed up with a hook. That's what we were talking about, but it looks like Crisp is able to get away in time, and in comes Cream off of the re-engage, and that'll be 1-0 in favor of Top Esports even after a play that BLG initiated.
This Blitzcrank is just not able to provide enough value now. I mean, yeah, later into a game, maybe he finds someone like Crisp, someone like Jackie Love, but even if he does, right now it doesn't seem like BLG have the damage to be able to deal with it, and On is also just not hitting very many hooks as Kanavi, he's going to take the portal over, he's going to help take the mid-tier 2 as well.
That was a little risky right there, but it looks like it's going to pay off. It's stolen away. Ultimate from the Maokai will allow for On to fall, and now the Rift Herald gets another crash in onto the tier 3. Here comes Bin to try and re-engage, and it's going to result in them picking up a kill onto Kanavi. But the damage has already been done as the base is nearly broken open for BLG.
Ultimate is back up and available. Teleports are already coming through.
Oh, it's an aggressive one though. Oh, no, On could have tried to time the hook just enough, but he wasn't able to do so. Successfully, Cream comes in to secure the inevitable, which is that Otacon going over to Top Esports.
I was so worried about Blitzcrank for On.
Yes.
Like, this champion just feels too, coin flip. Never mind.
All his hooks have been on the Rakan, and they will be able to get the revive on him now, but what will the payoff be? It'll be at least 1 kill onto Wei, and now Kanavi, with a twisted advance that is stolen away, will use that Heartbreaker on tonight and make it a 2-for-0 trade with Crisp coming right back to base. They pick up a 3rd kill with On falling, and that is Top Esports absolutely breaking this game open. Mid lane inhibitor falls, only Elk and Bin survive, and they will be the last remaining defenders for the next 15 seconds. Top Esports might want to end this game right here and right now. Bin already has used the Counter-Strike, unable to find much. Jackie Love picking that kill up. Elk now in a 1v4, using the Killer Instinct, but it is to no avail. The Nexus Tower does fall. It is an ace for Top Esports. They don't have a wave just yet, so they're going to continue to just break open this base as the resets have now come through. On and Wei have arrived. The health bars are low, but there's not a ton of damage there just yet. They get at least one of the revives here. Wave dashes in to try to dodge away from the stolen hook, but it should not matter at all. Finally, another kill goes in for Cream, and the finishing touches of this game number 2 are going to start to be placed. Knight is still alive. He has the Fate Seal, lands a knock-up onto Cream, but he knows that even if he picks up a kill, it's going to just send them right back into the Rebirth. Lands 1 knock-up onto Cream. The Nexus is now exposed. It looks like Knight is not going to do much as the ace is once again secured. But here comes the reinforcements. We are all out brawling here in the enemy base here as Top Esports know they can play with their food just a little bit longer. And 369 is still not dead. He is still going to try and get away here. Bin matches the flash, but 369 will escape with his life as Crisp will be the lone sacrifice here. And now 369 can re-engage because Jackie Love has returned from the false death chamber and will punch a little bit of extra damage into Bin before heading back.
Alright, so TES, they wanted to farm a few kills there, making sure that they could try to kill more of the BLG members.
So Top Esports, after that beautiful use of the Otacon. I don't know if there's like an Otacon power play that they do, but
I think it's going to be very tough, and a lot of summoner spells missing here from BLG.
Hook does this time land onto Cream, but he's able to pop that Zanya's in time. Meanwhile, on the backside of things, Bin stuck in a 1v4, Heartbreakered on, and will be going down. Already numbers advantage now as it's just a 1-for-1, but Top Esports are looking for even more kills as they take down Wei. And now Elk is the next target. He will fall before he can even reach his fountain. And into our hands, a series has been placed. Top Esports even things up at 1-1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.